Hello and welcome to the Personalities of the Tarot podcast. I'm Elizabeth Seer, author of Personalities of the Tarot, a guide to know thyself through astrology and tarot. I continue to work on the book's revision, but my focus right now is currently on the edits for the revised and expanded second edition of my book, Ex Libris Tarot. If you're interested in learning to read tarot, that book should be available on Amazon by the end of September. Once that's published, I'll be able to really focus on the revised and expanded second edition of the birthday book, Personalities of the Tarot, which is why you're here. If you're just listening for the first time, this podcast discusses the universal energy available to us now through the wheel of the zodiac with the understanding of the corresponding tarot cards. For instance, we're now in the last third or last decan of Virgo from September 12th to the 22nd. This period is ruled by the Hermit, which covers the entire sign of Virgo from August 23rd to September 22nd. You can learn more about the Hermit by listening to episode 18 on Virgo. This period of August 12th to the 22nd is also ruled by the Ten of Coins, also known as the Ten of Pentacles. And then also, we are leaving the period of the King of Coins, who ruled from August 12th to September 11th, and we've moved into my favorite time of the year with the Queen of Swords from September 12th to October 11th. The Personalities of the Tarot podcast also gives you general traits for those born during a given period. So stick around. Fall's here, and there's so much to talk about. We're in the home stretch of Virgo now as we move into the last decan from September 12th to the 22nd. The minor arcana, or numbered card associated with this time, is the Ten of Coins. It's a pretty great card. If you know someone born during this time, they likely have the ability to quietly accumulate enough wealth for stability and security. Their hard work always seems to pay off in the end, and their efforts often allow them a sort of freedom from material concerns. Keep in mind, the suit of coins deals with wealth and health, so those born September 12th to the 22nd know how to achieve the best results through hard work. The dark side of the Ten of Coins Virgo personality is a fear of lack, which pushes them to exhaustion, or the complete opposite, a desire for much more in health and wealth, but a lack of effort to achieve it. Those born during this time need to ensure this fear and quarrels over money and property don't impede their path to personal success. For everyone of all signs, now is a great time to recognize and receive the results of your effort. I actually call the Ten of Coins the workin' for the man card because it shows us that physical effort, flexibility, and discipline do pay off. Tens are the culmination of their suit, reaching a point of permanence after effort. The suit of coins is all about our health, wealth, property, home, work, basically everything in the material realm. You may experience an advancement or new understanding in renewing your own resources and energy. You may find finances start to prosper or health becoming better. Remember that physical success will not last without effort to sustain and even grow in the physical realm. It's famous birthday time! Here's your list of Virgos born September 12th to the 22nd in absolutely no discernible order. Paul Walker, Jennifer Hudson, Tyler Perry, Nas. You probably wouldn't know it from my voice, but I am a big fan of Nas. Tommy Lee Jones, Oliver Stone, Lauren Bacall, Nick Jonas, Mickey Rourke, Ken Kesey, Baz Luhrmann, John Ritter, Greta Garbo, Fred Willard, Jeremy Irons, Lita Ford, Sherry O'Terry, Asia Argento, Jimmy Fallon, William Golding, Bill Murray, Luke Wilson, Liam Gallagher, Nick Cave, Joan Jett. Interesting, she and Lita Ford were both in the Runaways together back in the 1970s. Both of them are Ten of Coins and Queen of Swords energy. Speaking of Queen of Swords energy, the last birthday I have for our September 12th to 22nd birthdays is Anne of Cleves, or Anna von Cleve. She's the fourth wife of King Henry VIII. She was the Anne who passed from cancer, not like Anne Boleyn, wife number 2, who was convicted of high treason and executed. So on that note, let's talk about the Queen of Swords. This is my jam. The Queen of Swords reigns from September 12th to October 11th. She incorporates the last third of earthy Virgo into the first 2/3 of airy Libra. Libra are born September 23rd to October 22nd. If you know anyone born during this time, their positive attributes likely include being honest, astute, witty, perceptive, observant, confident, intelligent, and ambitious. If they manifest their dark side, they can be deceitful, cool, aloof, sly, unreliable, and incredibly judgmental, beginning with extreme self-criticism. The Queen of Swords usually has a sharp wit, and she may appear to have money when she's perfectly broke. She's usually morally upright with both competitive and independent streaks. She's often sought out for her wise counsel and her ability to communicate for others. She has a spiritual depth created by struggles in life, often from the choices she's made in the past. She can keep a cool head in crisis and is very observant of undercurrents in situations, so she shouldn't be underestimated. Her sense of emotional detachment, pride, and independence can turn others away and cause problems in her relationships. If you're a Queen of Swords personality, you need to remember that when you're with those you love and trust, you can lay down your sword and relax. Queen of Swords time from September 12th to October 11th for everyone of all signs is great for clearing away those things which just aren't working, whether it's habits, relationships, situations, unhelpful beliefs, etc. Everything should be for the highest good of mind, body, and soul. So find humor in the situation and figure out the life lessons you're experiencing now. You're being asked to adapt and communicate logically. Make sure you know the facts before speaking, and take responsibility for what's right and fair. Here's a random list of some famous or infamous Queen of Swords types born September 12th to October 11th. Me, but I'm not famous. Emmy Rossum, Fiona Apple, Prince Harry Windsor, Tom Hardy, Agatha Christie, B.B. King, Cass Elliot, Anne Bancroft, Mrs. Robinson, James Marsden, Sophia Loren, George R.R. Martin, Stephen King, Leonard Cohen, Bruce Springsteen, Halsey, Simon Cowell, Cardi B, Serena Williams, Bella Hadid, Donald Glover, Will Smith, Dakota Johnson, Bruno Mars, Hilary Duff, Brie Larson, Gwen Stefani, Jimmy Carter, Kate Winslet, Sigourney Weaver, Matt Damon, Zach Galifianakis, Naomi Watts, Bam Margera, Clive Owen, Ian McShane, Sting, Mahatma Gandhi, Susan Sarandon, Christoph Waltz, both John and his son Sean Lennon, Guillermo del Toro, and Liv Schreiber. He was with Naomi Watts for 11 years, and she's also on this list for Queen of Swords. That's a lot of Queen of Swords energy in a relationship. I've been getting asked quite a bit about Mars retrograde. Have you felt things slow down? Losing energy? Things just aren't moving with the verve and energy you'd prefer? It's not just Mars causing all of this erratic 2020 energy. We still have 5 planets in retrograde. the outer, Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus, the mid-range, Saturn, and the inner, more physically experienced, Mars. Saturn will station direct, which is coming out of retrograde, around September 27th. Here's something interesting with Saturn. It will experience a great conjunction with Jupiter on December 21st of this year. Saturn takes around 29 and a half years to orbit the Sun, while Jupiter roughly takes just under 12 years. So every 19.6 years, these two planets have their great conjunction. A conjunction is when two different planets link up together in the same sign. In this case, come December 21st, 2020, Jupiter and Saturn will link up in the great conjunction of Aquarius. This will be the first time in 400 years that these planets have aligned together in Aquarius. Jupiter is the great benefic planet, while Saturn is considered the great malefic planet. And if you know your Latin, then you understand Jupiter good, Saturn rough. I don't like to say bad, but Saturn is the great taskmaster and can be really controlling. They meet up in the humanitarian and airy sign of Aquarius this December. Because they're both outer planets, it affects the energy of our society, social issues, authority, and leadership. But again, being in Aquarius, we will see new things coming for what might seem chaos that can be beneficial for the planet and life upon it. So back to Mars. He's rough and moving backward right now, which means we're having to tamp down our passion, anger, feeling like we can't release it. We may feel like we want to run, but we have an injury. We want to connect, but we have anxiety to work through. We want to be successful, but have the small stuff to take care of. And boy, are we having a hard time finding the energy to do it all. Stick it out. We're in the home stretch. 2020 is almost over, and that age of Aquarius is directly on the horizon. So we're still in the time of the hermit, still seeking, still searching for the truth and answers to life's questions. We're in the 10 of coins, working for the man, feeling that effort pay off. And finally, the Queen of Swords, handling our stuff with intelligence and humor while cutting out those things which are no longer serving us. The next episode around September 23rd will see us entering the sign of Libra, and it will include the cards of Justice and the Two of Swords. If you like this podcast and would like to support it, because I've been working hard and need money to pay the rent and keep the lights on, you can go to anchor.fm/Elizabeth Seer and click the support button. I'm a 5-star psychic tarot reader and medium, so you can also support me by also supporting you, and go to the website elizabethseer.com, that's Seer, S-E-E-R, and you can book a live phone, FaceTime, or Zoom appointment, or click on the shop to purchase a recorded video reading. Remember, your mantra for the next week or so is, my effort pays off. You've been listening to Elizabeth Seer, and I'm grateful for this time with you.